First breath you take feels like outer space. Got me floating, floating. There's no one around when you look down and clouds keep on floating, floating. Why you dancing with the devil? Join me on a higher level, let go. Once you know the things that we know, you start to feel like a rebel. We know, we know. The earth is flat, we all are black. There's more of us on Pluto, they're watching us. Who can we trust? And this is how high we go, we go, we go, we go. The earth is flat, we all are black. There's more of us on Pluto, we all asleep. They counting sheep, cause they don't want us to know what we don't know, that we know, we know. Join me on this ride if you're not scared of heights. Keep on floating, floating. You'll feel so alive once you live on the inside of knowing, knowing. Why you dancing with the devil? Join me on a higher level, let go, go. Once you know the things that we know, you start to feel like a rebel. We know, we know. The earth is flat, we all are black. There's more of us on Pluto, they're watching us. Who can we trust? And this is how high we go, we go, we go, we go. The earth is flat, we all are black. There's more of us on Pluto, we all asleep. They counting sheep, cause they don't want us to know what we don't know, that we know, we know. Everything that's up is down, what's down is up. We're falling faster than the speed of sound, but we stay vertical, ain't got vertigo. This is how we roll, every time we roll. We always feel the need to fill our heads with theories and conspiracies, but baby, you'll be always down the right. You stay by my side when we get this high, yeah, we feeling right. Cause everything's better when you'll be floating high. Yeah, I be wetter than water purified. We be lucid dreaming, vanilla sky. We be digging deep and we come alive. Once you know what we know, you start to feel like a rebel. We know, we know. The earth is flat, we all are black. There's more of us on Pluto, they're watching us. Who can we trust? And this is how high we go, we go, we go, we go, we go. The earth is flat, we all are black. There's more of us on Pluto, we all asleep. They counting sheep, cause they don't want us to know what we don't know, that we know, we know, we know, we know, we know. The earth is flat, there's more of us on Pluto.
I don't care what they say, I won't stay in a world without love.
The world is not flat. You can't just pinch it, swipe it, or scroll it. Sure, you've seen the Mediterranean, but
This makes about as much sense as my husband's conspiracy theories. The protector.
Man got a crib, it ain't got no lease. Man got a flow that ain't got no brain, but I still get brain, no hands, no teeth. Nowadays.
Because a zombie has no will of his own. You see them sometimes, walking around blindly with dead eyes, following orders, not knowing what they do, not caring.
But the wheel isn't hooked up to anything?
rumors were true!
But your work does produce something very special. Human misery. Which, when collected, ground into a powder and snorted, gives rich people...
Noble in that castle!
But Dad, serfs can't rise up against nobles. You'd be attacking the system itself. And nobody loves feudalism more than you.
Son, feudalism is a beautiful vision. The Bill of No Rights. One person, no vote. Tired of the nobles taking the wheat we sow, the yarn we spin, and the wine. They even take our children. You can put a moon-spangled hat on a man. What?
Tape, mind-controlled hair clips.
What's outside those walls? Say now, that's dangerous thinking, Paul. You best stick to your work. Okay.
Or less stupid.
Lesson 1.
Don't lesson 1 me, Barry.
Always hide in plain sight. Unless you got a better idea.
The world is actually flat. So he was like, oh, the world is flat. And then first people were like, oh, it's a joke. I love it. This is fun. Good times. Sorry, I just thought I'd share that with you.
Oh, this one, Moonspiracy. Nice.
What do you mean?
Well, you know, here on Earth, we don't know what's going on. It must be nice for you guys to, you know, have that proofs in the pudding, you know, evidence. Yeah, you know, otherwise, how do you know if it's true? Annoyed you're not hearing that. As you can see around me, your mind's been blown countless times. And now, blue ones are my fault, and the purple ones are my family's. What are the red ones? Yeah, don't read into it, Morty.
Great advantage, boy. Advantage indeed. If the boy goes about saying the world is round, they'll take him for a lunatic. The world is round? Yes, yes.
And what?
That's right. And it also goes around.
Round, see? But we all know it's a flat, right?
Of course it's flat. Sure, I know the world is flat.
Yeah, so do I. Everybody knows that.
Good, good.
And what?
To the moon.
I am Morpheus.
It's an honor to meet you.
It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth.
What truth?
That you are a slave, Neo. Like everyone else, you were born into bondage. Born into a prison that you cannot smell or taste or touch. A prison for your mind. Unfortunately, no one can be told what the Matrix is. You have to see it for yourself.
Is it really so hard to believe? Your clothes are different, the plugs in your arms and head are gone. Your hair has changed. Your appearance now is what we call residual self-image. It is the mental projection of your digital self.
This isn't real.
What is real? How do you define real? If you're talking about what you can feel, what you can smell, what you can taste and see, then real is simply electrical signals interpreted by your brain. This is the world that you know. The world as it was at the end of the 20th century. It exists now only as part of a neural interactive simulation that we call the Matrix. You've been living in a dream world, Neo. This is the world as it exists today.
Our world as we know it is a lot simpler to put to an end than you might think.
With or without you.
Power hungry and greedy. How do you expect me to operate?
I did what I had to do.
Are you quite finished?
Nobody's innocent in this curse.
I can't do this anymore.
Call me when you're thinking straight.
I was awake.
You walk out on me, you know what that means.
What does that mean?
Welcome to the desert of the real.
Crisis actors meet in West Palm Beach. We are a government contractor with 15 years of experience working with county, state, and federal agencies to ensure the safety of civilians by conducting simulated crisis events. Crisis scenarios may include, but are not limited to, situations involving natural disasters, tornadoes, floods, hurricanes, etc. Terror scenarios, militias, extremists, etc. Biological/chemical warfare attacks. We are looking for people with experience with acting in theater or commercials. Film actors are also encouraged to apply for the position. You will be working alongside actually government officials to help train them in case of the event of emergency situation.
City, we saw tragedy arrive on a quiet morning. September the 11th. September the 11th. September the 11th.
September 11th. September 11th. September 11th. September 11th. September 11th. September 11th.
September 11th, September 11th.
September 11th, September 11th.
September 11th, September 11th. September 11th, September 11th.
September 11th. September 11th. September 11th. September 11th. September 11th. September 11th. September 11th. September 11th. Saddam Hussein. Saddam Hussein.
Saddam Hussein.
Saddam Hussein.
Saddam Hussein.
Saddam. Saddam. Saddam.
Saddam.
Saddam. Saddam. Saddam.
Saddam. Saddam. Saddam.
Saddam.
Saddam Hussein.
War and danger. Continuing danger.
Hour of danger.
Very, very dangerous world.
A grave new threat.
Horrific acts of atrocities. Murderous regimes dedicating to killing us. Tyranny and terror. Slaughtered thousands.
Weapons of mass destruction.
Weapons of mass destruction. Weapons programs.
The deadliest of weapons.
Terrible weapons.
Nuclear weapons.
Nuclear weapons.
Poison gas.
Torture chambers.
Mass graves.
Deadly technologies.
Radical ideology of hate.
Terror of threats.
Terror.
Terror.
Terror. War on terrorism.
War against terrorism.
Global war on terror.
Global terrorism. 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 Global terrorism.
Terrorism. Terrorism.
Terrorism.
Terrorism. Terrorism. Terrorism. Terrorism. Terrorism. Terrorism. The evil terrorists. 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 Terrorists.
Terrorist. 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 Terrorist.
Terrorist.
Terrorist.
Terrorist. Terrorist.
Terrorists. 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 Terrorists.
Some outside universal threat. I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside.
Developing a society because of all of these different toxins known to affect brain function. We're seeing a society that not only has a lot more people of lower IQ, but a lot fewer people of higher IQ. In other words, a dumbing down, a chemical dumbing down of society. So everyone's sort of mediocre. That leaves them dependent on government because they can't excel. We have these people of lower IQ who are totally dependent. Then we have this mass of people who are going to believe anything they're told because they can't really think clearly. And very few people of very high IQ who have good cognitive function who can figure this all out.
Control. The Matrix is a computer-generated dream world, built to keep us under control in order to change a human being into this.
No. I don't believe it. It's not possible.
I didn't say it would be easy, Neo. I just said it would be the truth.
Stop. Let me out. Let me out. I want
Is it our allegedly unsophisticated enemy has cottoned on to the factually unsophisticated truth? We're an easy target. We are an easy target. And our world as we know it is a lot simpler, I think. We take our foot off the throat of this enemy for 1 minute, and our world changes completely.
Thank you, Mr. Hoffman.
What?